And it also comes with the little curly, like the strings, there's a die for those as well. So like you can even die cut those out. The lights bulb, like that's that one. So it's very intricate. It's going to be great. So yes, that's that one. Then I've got a small stamp set from Fawn. So the large full-size one, you know, that's 15, and there's the medium one, which is half the size of the large one, which is about 8, and there's the small one, which is half the size of the medium one, which is about $4. So anyway, this is a small little one, and I loved the the sentiment that went with the image. So it's called Winter Alpaca, and it's baby, it's cold outside, and then alpaca my scarf. I thought that just cracked me up, the whole sentiment. So not that alpacas are like, you know, a favorite animal of mine, but I loved the sentiment. I just giggled away when I first read that. So I had to have this one. The die was very inexpensive considering it's just the one image. So I decided to opt and get the die as well, just because it wasn't very expensive. But yeah, just I am going to totally, I mean, you can use Baby It's Cold Outside with any snowflake or wintry card, but this alpaca, my scarf with the alpaca next to it, oh, it's going to be gold, I tell ya. I'm pretty excited about it. Probably just do, like, I don't really want to build a scene with this. Maybe like you can do snow, like a hilly, snowy landscape sort of thing. But I reckon I don't want to put any other critters with it, because I really want, you know, it to be all about the one critter, and this, I want the sentiment to stand out more than anything, just because it's got that funny factor to it. So I want that to be the focus, not so much the scene behind it. So I'll probably keep it pretty simple behind it. So yes, that's what I'm doing with that one. One from a different release that I got, but it's called Treat Yourself, and I just got it because it's coming into summer here, and I don't know why I didn't get it in previous releases, but I just thought it was really cool. You got a big ice cream jug, and I kind of wanted to do just, you know, some hello cards without saying hello. Like this one's kind of treat yourself, you know, or you could have the feel better too. So it's kind of, you know, sort of like it's got two different sort of uses for it. You got the, you know, when you're feeling upset, you want to eat ice cream, so you've got the feel better thing, and you got the little smiley face that can fit in the middle if you really want it to, or the heart. Or you've got treat yourself, just to be like just a hello card, you know. You know, go out, treat yourself, have fun, whatever, that sort of thing. So I like it. I thought it was really nice, and just because it's a small stamp set, I just picked it up. Now, from the new release again, I also got this one, which was my other favorite, and this is Toboggan Together. Love it, love it, love it. These reindeer and the two penguins, they crack me up. This guy that, like, he's falling on his butt, basically, was what it looks like, or he's just sitting there in a snow pile. And this one's just wandering around. You can have 2 or 3 of them pulling the sleigh, and I like that the sleigh can either have, like, the tree sideways on it, like it's just cut down the Christmas tree, or the snowballs, or the presents, or the penguin, or the other the other reindeer, or any other critter that you think you can put on there or will fit on there. So I think that's great. It's got a really fun Christmas hat. I like that it's sort of longer, not just straight up and down. It's like really goes out there. These two got like, you've got, I like that there's, each of the critters is one sitting down and one walking. I think that's just great. And I love that there's a pile of snowballs. There's a single one, so it can look like they're throwing it, and then there's the lines to make it look like it's moving, sort of thing. So I like that, and it comes with lots of great sentiments. It's got Merry Christmas, which is a beautiful font, Happy Holidays, and then you've got these ones here, To a Dear, To a Cool, and then you got Friend, and the other one is And a Happy New Year's. You know, you can mix and match your sentiments. There's quite a few cool snowflakes in here, an exclamation mark. You got the snow or the wind trails sort of thing, which I think are great. And you've got this string which can attach the sleigh to one of the critters. So I think that's really good. I like even just the presents, like that you can not put on a sleigh, use on any other card, and just for a group of presents that you don't have to actually mask to get that effect of them behind each other. It's just nice that they're already grouped for you. This tree obviously can be used vertically, and you can make up a really cool scene. With that one, I think that would be really good using my distress inks and then spritzing some water on it before I stamp it down, just so it's a softer look, not so edgy or crisp. Crisp is the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to be doing that, and I totally want to create some scenes with these guys. I've got some ice blocks, like, you know, from other stamp sets, from my Mama Elephant ones and all that, and from the other Lawn Fawn one with the Arctic Critters. So you can totally have these guys sitting there, and I've got the Critters in the Snow as well, which has the igloo. So these guys would be awesome just sitting out front and just playing around igloo. I think that would be great. So I love that. One thing I love about Lawn Fawn is I feel like I can use all of their stamp sets together. Like they have the same feel, like illustration wise, that they so go with everything else. So it just makes it so much easier to coordinate. So the rest of it was meant to be W+9. So from this order. So this one here I got, and it's called Sunshine Layers, and this is the Sending Sunshine stamp set that coordinates with it. So what I really wanted was the die set, but then, you know, when I had a look at the, because it's a small stamp set and it was pretty inexpensive, I think it was only $5 or something, they really coordinate well together, so you could totally stamp, because these are solid images, so you could easily have, you can mix and match between dies and the clouds. So you could stamp the clouds, or you could dye the clouds, or you could stamp the die sort of thing. So I thought that was really great. This Sunshine actually cuts out that as well. So, and it's intricate enough that you can use the die by itself and it doesn't look like they're too fat of letters. Or you can die cut out the Sunshine. So I really love that they have this huge scalloped border and it has a stitched inside. So this rounded corner rectangle is 3 inches wide by 4 1/4. So it's pretty good size. And then all the little ones here, they've, like, you've got all the stitching borders. So these clouds, not only do they have a stitched border, but they also cut out an outline as well. And I think that's really fun because you can do it in different colors, or even just white and white. It just makes a little bit more interest into that die, so it's not just one solid die. You've got like, it has texture to it. Same with the sun, that actually cuts out the circle and then it die cut, or does a stitched border on both sides of that circle, like in the rays and in the middle. So I think that's really cool that you can you have both of them there. Even the raindrops, there's 2 raindrops and they both have the stitch detail. The rainbow in the each color has stitching through it. So I just thought it was really fun. Like, their stamp set is mostly about the sentiments, at least I think so. Like, you got the 2 clouds and the sun and some raindrops and a little heart as far as your images. But you've got You Make Me Happy When Skies Are Gray, Sending a Little, and then Sunshine. You Are My Sunshine, and you've got Your Way as well, and then Hello. So it's just a really simple font that goes well with big bold sunshine. I like that. Definitely check out the website though for examples, because you'd be so, like, I was so surprised that how well you could mix and match dies and stamps to get a really clever card in there. So it was really fun to see. You know, you could have the sun stamp behind, then you've got the stitched rainbow die cuts poking out behind a cloud and all that sort of stuff. So it really looked interesting, and the way you could layer things. So I thought that was really great. And also combined it with the Happy Mail stamp set, and they had like little birds and holding, and use this as sort of like the scene builder for the little birds up in the sky and holding a little envelope and everything else. So I was really impressed. Definitely check it out. So like I was saying, I was meant to be W+9 products for the rest, but wasn't what I actually received. And I totally don't blame HallmarkScrapbooking.com, because would you believe that I ordered the W+9 Starry Backdrops die, and Lawn Fawn actually has a Starry Backdrops stamp. like the exact same name. I couldn't believe it. Like, I know one's a stamp and one's a die, but considering most of my order is Lawn Fawn and I've got a few W+9 things in there, I totally would have just assumed, yeah, it's Lawn Fawn, just grab it and go. So the lady at Hallmark Scrapbooking is actually sending me out the W+9 die, and because it's international, she's been really sweet and nice and letting me keep the stamp set. So I think that's really, really nice of her. So I haven't really thought about what I would use this one for. Just like I've seen it before and I've hummed and hawed about it, but considering most of it's a background stamp set and I have other starry background thingies, I couldn't really justify it before. But anyway, I have it now. And looking at it, one thing I don't think I realized before is this starry background is mainly solid stars, but randomly there are outline stars throughout it. So I think that is something that I haven't seen before. And I didn't, like in all the other videos and cards you've seen, I haven't really noticed that feature before of this background. So I think that's going to be something fun. Definitely, like, it's a really condensed star pattern, like they're not scattered, like they're really quite close to each other, so you can make a really, really super intense starry night scene because there's so many stars, so packly tight, so oh boy, packed tightly together. So I think that will be really nice for a night scene. I don't even know, like, it's designed so that you can stamp two together and cover a whole background. It sort of looks staggered so you won't notice like a seam, but I don't know if I'd have to, because I really would just use this as the sky and then totally just layer some stuff in front of it like hills and that sort of thing, and then yeah, you wouldn't even need to. It does come with these other ones. It's got Make-A-Wish, You Color My World. It's got the two different clouds. The rainbow actually comes in 3 different stamp sets, so it's a solid color. You can stamp it in 3 different colors. I think that's pretty cool. And there's a solid moon and an outline moon and a little star. So, oh, and there's the little tiny row of stars down there. So it should be pretty fun. Definitely will be using the background one for my like night scenes, just because it's so quite different actually. So yes, that's what I've got there. And the other one, and I didn't notice it till literally yesterday when I'm going through my orders to make sure I had everything pulled out to do the video. And it's irrelevant because they're the same price and whatever, I don't have it yet, and I was probably going to get it. But guess what? There's a Party Animal die set for Lawn Fawn, and there's a Party Animal die set for W+9. Wow. Yeah, so that's like, the names are so similar, and yeah. Anyway, I was pretty, like, I'm just looking through it, I'm like, huh, no, I don't have that. And then I'm looking at what else I have, and I'm like, oh no, I have the Lawn Fawn one. So anyway, this one I haven't, I'm just going to keep this one because, and I've reordered the W+9 one, because they're like, you know, 50 cents different in price. I could care less. But anyway, this one comes with, it sort of matches this stamp set, which at least I already own. So it was a happy accident. And you've got like the deer, the fox, and the bear. So it cuts out all 3 of those, plus it cuts out the 2 birds, the hats, the cakes, the balloon, like all the little images. So that part's really good because it's got everything there. These ones here, I don't know if I'll have to die cut them very often, just because if you stamp them in the middle, I'll just stamp them in the middle. I don't need to die cut them. I suppose I could lift them up and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's just, so anyway, I've got the coordinating die for the stamp set, and yeah, so that's sort of my hauls from like online stores.